Welcome to the latest episode of Branding the Experience, where we discuss ways where we can create environments where employees actually want to come to work and customers want to keep coming back. Hi, I'm your host for Branding the Experience, Ken Bader, here to talk today about branding your branches. This is a subject that's come up multiple times in strategic planning sessions recently with a few of my financial institution clients, as well as some of the conversations I've had with prospective clients on restaurants with multiple locations, on how difficult it can be sometimes to create some consistency among multiple locations. Yeah, it can be difficult, but it's not as hard as we think. And I'm here to give you 4 tips on how to do that. Number 1, draft some brand standards. Actually put some bullet points down on paper or on a Word document or something of that nature, saying this is how we want our locations to look. Mainly listing some of the non-negotiables, such as the logo will look like this. We'll place black tablecloths on every table. We will have our teller and personal banker areas not be cluttered with anything more than a few personal items. Things of that nature, because we want to have a professional look or an inviting look depending on what our brand is. So draft some brand standards. Then number 2, get some employee input. As I keep saying, I advocate an employees first approach. Let them in on the plan and say, this is a draft of our brand standards, how we want our different branches and locations to look and feel on a consistent basis. What do you think? What are you hearing from customers, members, or clients? What's important to you? Because you know what? You may actually have a brand where 2 or 3 family photos on a personal banking desk actually is an elevation of the brand rather than a drawback. So don't necessarily take that away from your employees, because that may help your brand experience with your customers. Ask them what they think. They may say, what, black tablecloths don't work for us. We need to have, a dark red because it matches the look and feel of our different restaurants. Maybe we need to say something like, a few more plants in our bank would actually create more of a green and inviting feel. Maybe that's a suggestion that you take, maybe it isn't, but if you don't ask, you're not going to get those suggestions. So get your employees involved, because eventually they're the ones, ultimately I should say, that are going to be adhering to and enforcing those brand standards. So bring them in on the process in terms of what you're trying to accomplish in terms of look and feel, and most importantly, experience at each of your locations. 3, embrace who you are. If you're a small financial institution at $20 million in assets, you're never going to be Chase. You're never going to be Citibank. So embrace a family feel and create a fun environment for employees that can transfer over into a fun and friendly environment, or more importantly, fun and friendly experience for the people that you serve. So don't try to be somebody that you're not. If you're a 2 coffee shop location, don't try to be Starbucks. You're not going to be Starbucks anyway. You're not going to compete with Starbucks on that realm. So make it more of a community and family feel. Maybe there is credence to having a different look at 2 different coffee shops, even though they're by the same owner. I worked for a financial institution. We had 11 branches, and we had certain brand standards that we had to adhere to in terms of the logo and the look, but we also allowed for some flexibility in terms of making sure the look and feel of a branch looked like and was inviting to the particular community that we were in, because those particular communities that all the branches were located were very different from each other. So have some flexibility and embrace who you are at your core. Don't be afraid to do that. And the last suggestion is finalize the brand standards. You've gotten input, you've drafted some you've drafted some brand standards, you've embraced who you are. Now that you've got everybody's input and you've got a good idea of what you want, then put all those things on paper, make it available to every employee so they understand what you're trying to accomplish, and most importantly, give them a roadmap to actually adhere to the standards that we're putting out as an entire organization. A lot of times it just takes, giving somebody a roadmap. And I think that a lot of times when we give our employees a full and clear idea of what we're trying to accomplish, we get a branded experience back, first for our employees and our entire team, and then the experience that we want for our customers, members, and clients. So brand your experience at all of your particular locations by embracing who you are and getting everybody involved. And here's hoping that you'll be branding the experience at a very high level for everybody that you serve. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Take care.